Joining us now is the Chief U.S. Economist for Nomura Securities, David Resler. David, welcome to InBusiness. One of the things packaged into the tax cuts is jobless benefits. You think that jobless benefits have actually made unemployment worse?
Yeah, the extended benefits that take us out to 99 weeks and up to about, it was at one point 31 states, now it's down to about 26 states, probably has added to the unemployment rate. Many of those people wouldn't be counted as unemployed if they weren't collecting those benefits. And that's already in the data. So we've probably had, the unemployment rate that we see today is probably something close to a percentage point higher than it would be if we did not have the extended benefit program in place. The fact that we're now going to extend it for another year means that the unemployment rate is likely to fall off much more slowly than it would without it.
So you truly believe that people just aren't looking for work and that putting checks in their hands isn't stimulative?
It's not as stimulative as some of the analysis suggests, because here's the kind of thing that happens. If somebody's collecting unemployment benefits at, say, 40% of what their wage used to be, they're disincented from finding a wage at, say, 80% of what it used to be for an actual job. They have to pay higher taxes on that. They pay FICA taxes on that. And they would also give up 40 hours a week of leisure. So there's clearly, the economic analysis of this is pretty straightforward and pretty clear that extending unemployment benefits has a cost in terms of higher unemployment rate. Now, there are benefits to it as well. I don't want to downplay those benefits. The benefits are that people can search longer and find a better job if that's what they do. But there's no question that the extended benefit program has added something, I would guess something on the order of 1% to the unemployment rate.
Well, I'm sure that's a certain type of income level, and people who are looking for jobs, I know, have said how long it takes them to get through the interview process these days, so it's not them dragging their feet. But
well, that's true. And I'm not saying that workers are necessarily dragging their feet. I'm just saying that the economic impact of this is to raise the unemployment rate.
Right. Well, talk to me about the other sort of surprise packaged into this compromise, and that's the payroll tax.
Right.
Putting $800 in the hands of those making $40,000 a year, $2,000 and change for those making more than $106,000 a year. How much of a game changer is that?
Well, it should have the effect of boosting GDP growth in the first part of next year. But remember, this is a one-year extension. Right. So we pay it all gets paid back the next year. I did some quick calculations, and it adds to growth in 2011 and subtracts to growth in 2012. So the net change over the next couple of years is relatively small, but it is a net positive. So
you are betting, though, that people will spend those checks, not save them?
Well,
or that amount that they take home.
They'll probably do a little bit of both, and some people will probably save more of it than others. Low-income earners will probably spend a larger share of that tax cut.
All right. And David, overall, is there a bottom line in terms of your growth projections for 2011 now?
Well, we haven't finalized our analysis because we have to counteract that with the fact that the Make Work Pay tax credit expires and is going to be allowed to expire. So the net impact on the net tax reduction for all Americans is something on the order of, we think, about $60 billion. And that will have some positive effect on GDP growth in 2011 and a payback in 2012.
But most likely you will revise it upwards. It sounds like you haven't come up with figures yet.
For the near term. We haven't come up with figures yet. That's correct.
All right. Thanks for making time today, David. I appreciate it.